Okay, hello and welcome to the training workshop. Before we get started, I want to make sure that everybody can hear me correctly. So if you can actually hear me right now, if you please go ahead and just type the number one into the comments bar for me. Now there's a chat box there somewhere on the page. So if you can hear me, then please go ahead and type a 1 into the chat box. The webinar is going to be very, very full today. So I want to make sure that everything is working 100% before we get started. Okay, yeah, I see a lot of ones coming in. I see Tom and Sarah, Jessica, Andy in Florida, Jack, Calgary. Wow. Okay, so it looks like everybody can hear me now. So it looks like we're ready to go. So again, I'd like to welcome you to this training workshop. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm really happy you're ready to learn about our fantastic system. And I promise you that you're going to get a lot of value from this training. And as a special bonus at the end of the training workshop, I'm going to randomly choose one guest today to actually receive a $250 bonus. What I'll do is I'll just pick a random viewer, send them $250 to their PayPal just for watching this training workshop and staying all the way to the end. So pay attention because it just might be you. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how you can immediately start to earn $100 to $400 a day and then eventually thousands of dollars a day just by sending simple emails from your computer or your phone from your home or wherever you happen to be. I'm going to walk you through all of the steps to set up a turnkey email marketing business that only takes about 20 minutes a day to run without any experience or spending tens of thousands of dollars to build your own list. Now, I want to start off by saying that what we're going to talk about is a real business, not some fly-by-night program that promises you the world but delivers nothing. This is a ready-to-go money-making machine. And I'll even work with you one-on-one to make sure that you are successful. In fact, we're very proud to say that among our partners that we have a 100% success rate and we actually guarantee our results. So if you've ever tried to start a business before but failed because you didn't know where to start, or if you needed immediate cash flow without investing $200,000 in a franchise, then this is the most valuable training that you're ever going to see. But before we get started, I'd like to ask that if you have your cell phone out or your Facebook or Instagram, Skype, whatever you have, if you would, please just shut it down and get rid of any distractions because you're going to want to pay attention. I'm going to walk through this. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly through the webinar so I can fit as much value in as possible for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, in any training, I think it's important for the person that's actually teaching, for them to actually qualify themselves and to actually prove that they know what they're talking about. Now, does that make sense? I mean, if you want to be a dentist, you'd go to dental school. If you wanted to be a lawyer, you go to law school. And I think the same goes here. If you want to make money in email marketing or internet marketing at all, don't you think it'd be a good idea to learn from somebody that actually does it every day and actually makes his living from it? If that makes sense to you, then what I'd like you to do is type a 9 into the chat box. And by the way, I like a lot of interaction in our webinars, so I'm going to ask you to do that and type stuff into the chat box a lot because I like to see the feedback. So if it makes sense to you that you should be taught by somebody who actually does what they're teaching every day for a living and is actually successful at it, then do me a favor and type a 9 into the chat box right now. Wow, that's probably 50 9s in the first 10 seconds. Okay, that's a lot of 9s coming through because, of course, it makes sense. My name is Bobby Jones. I'm not the golfer, but I'm a professional email marketer from Texas. I've been in the internet marketing business, email marketing business for over 20 years now. We started way back in the day of AOL and CompuServe, and I'm telling you right now, it's been a hell of a ride ever since. And over the years, my team and I have sent out well over 20 billion permission-based emails and have generated over $50 million in sales. I've personally written 3 books on email marketing and can honestly say that I've made money in email marketing every single day for the last 15 years plus and counting. In fact, a couple of the big email marketing gurus that are out there today got their start by sitting right here in my office and letting me teach them exactly what I'm about to teach you. I have a beautiful, amazing wife, 2 homes, drive a Range Rover, Maserati, take fabulous vacation trips all over the world, 2 kids in college. But I think the most important thing is that I live the lifestyle that I want. Now, we hear all the time people talking about financial freedom, right? And I think my friend Onyx sums it up perfectly when he says that when people talk about financial freedom, that they always talk about the financial part, which of course is important. But what is even more important is the freedom part. Having the freedom to be able to spend your time the way you want. Not fighting traffic every day or dealing with bosses and companies that undervalue you or underpay you. Not living paycheck to paycheck and worrying about how you're just going to keep the lights on. But more than having the time to spend with your family and friends to truly enjoy life. Now, I have a good friend of mine. He is a great doctor. He loves it. He's very good at it. He makes a ton of money every year, but he has to be at his office every morning at 7 a.m. and he stays until 4 or 5 every day. He has the financial part, but not the freedom part. Now, think about that for a second. How much time do you actually spend every day just in the rat race of life? How often do you actually get to do exactly what you want whenever you want? Now, this is an exercise that I do every time I speak on a webinar or even in public, and I call it the alarm test. So right now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to type into the comment box what time you actually set your alarm clock for every morning. What time do you have to get up? What time do you have to wake up in the morning, every morning just to go to work or wherever you go? So type it into the chat box for me now. Okay. 6 a.m. See, this is typical. 6 a.m., 6:30, 5 a.m., Jimmy, 4:45 in the morning. Wow. 7. But look, they're all about the same. 6 a.m., 5 p.m., or 5 a.m., 7 a.m. And I can tell you this, and I think we can all agree that we're not supposed to live like that. Do you really think we're put on this earth to live like that? No. And I'm happy to say that for myself, that other than to catch a flight or play golf or something, that I have not had to actually set an alarm clock in over 20 years. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, I want you to ask yourself first thing, is this really what my life is supposed to be? Is this really it? Because I think you know that that's not. So waking up when you don't want to, fighting traffic and road rage, working someplace you don't really like, it's not supposed to be like that. Look, I love to travel. I love to play golf. Been lucky enough to be able to travel all over the world, play golf at some of the best courses in the world, Cabo San Lucas and Pebble Beach. We've sat on some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, from the Bahamas to Maui to Turks and Caicos to South Beach, all over California. We love to snow ski. We've hit almost every resort in Colorado, but our favorite place to go is Europe. My wife's is a very accomplished and successful interior designer in her own right, and we've been to Paris and Rome and Florence and Barcelona many times. We've traveled all over the world, and on average, we go on about 6 to 8 vacations every year, and a big part of that is because this business, as I'm going to show you, can literally be done from anywhere in the world. So you've seen the pictures, you get the idea. But the point is that everything I have and everything I do, this entire amazing lifestyle, is all because of email marketing. And that's what I'm about to show you. It's been a long journey from the AOL days. And sure, along the ways, we did a lot of things wrong, but we also did a lot of things right. And as I mentioned before, been in internet marketing for a little over 20 years. The first years were spent creating and selling physical products through online marketing. Now, at one point, we had about 50 million. We had about 50 employees all over the country, various warehouses, production, shipping facilities, customer service. In short, we just had a ton of overhead. And in our best month, we had revenue of just over $1.1 million, which sounds awesome. It's nothing compared to Amazon or any of those. But considering that this is back in the day, a long time ago, when people were scared to put their payment information into a website. So $1.1 million was really good. And it sounds great, except for that after all the overhead, the total profit was less than $50,000. Now look, I'm not putting that lightly. $50,000 in a month is good. But for what we had created, the employees, the facilities, the product, the development, the headaches, all of that. In the end, we put in a ton of work to generate that revenue. And after all was said and done, it just didn't make that much money in the back end. And after selling $1 million worth of products in 1 month and only profiting less than $50,000, it just didn't seem that those dreams of mansions and private jets and Ferraris were ever going to come true. So then I got a call from a guy that I'd never heard of before. Let's just say he was a friend of a friend. I kind of knew him, but I didn't know him. So he asked if I'd be open to the concept of sending an email to all of the people that had submitted their information on page 1 of our websites. I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. Recommending one of his diet products. He would then pay us a referral commission for any product that any of our customers bought. So let me back up just a second. You see, we were actually the first ones to actually put an order form on the sales page over 15 years ago that made the checkout process for people going through our website much more streamlined. But what it also did, without us really realizing it at the time, was it built us a huge list of people that we knew were interested in our product. We were selling weight loss products at the time, and here's pretty much what the page looked like. This isn't our actual page, but this is what it actually looked like. And as you can see, we put the sales form right there on the page. So it's right here, on the main page. So we're collecting their information before they actually knew the price or anything else. And what we did from that was they actually built a very large list. So this guy calls me and asks if we'd be willing to send an email to our list of people that had filled out that form promoting his weight loss product. Well, initially, I'm probably like you, I'm thinking no. I said, these are our customers that we spent a lot of time and money to generate. And I'll be honest that up to this point, it really hadn't occurred to me to send an email to our list that would promote somebody else's products. So our idea was just to keep creating new products over and over and over to sell to our new customers. But the point is this. Of the over 600,000 people that had entered their information into that form, only about a third of them had actually gone through and purchased the weight loss product from us, which meant that 70% or so of them, which is about 400,000 people, still wanted to lose weight, but just didn't like the product that we were offering or the price that we were offering or whatever it was that we were offering at the time. But the point is that they still wanted to lose weight, right? So think about it this way. If somebody wants to lose weight, but as opposed to taking a pill, then it really wouldn't matter how good a pill we had. They're just not going to take it. But if we offer them a liquid or a book or something other than a pill, then they just might buy, right? So I said, sure. Okay, why not? I said, so we set up the deal, worked with the email company because we had never really actually sent an email to our list. And I'll be completely honest that I really wasn't expecting that much. But I'm also man enough to admit that I was dead wrong. So in the first 8 hours after we pushed the send button on the email, we'd earned $11,936 in commissions. We were just sitting there, just kind of dumbfounded, refreshing the page over and over again. And every time we did, the money we were making, the money just kept going up. So, imagine making $11,000 in an 8-hour workday. It was crazy. And by the next morning, the commissions were up to $23,000. And by the end of the week, after sending 2 more emails, just promoting the product, we had earned over $64,000 in commissions. The previous month, we had sold $1.1 million in our own products, had made a profit of less than $50,000. And then in 1 week, we sent a total of 3 emails to our subscriber list and made over $64,000. But even better than all of that is that we didn't have to ship a single product. We never once spoke to a customer. We never charged a single credit card and never answered a single customer service email. It was really a huge aha moment for us because I really never really realized until that moment the true power of email marketing. But once you know it, you can't forget it. And within 6 months of that first email, we had completely stopped manufacturing and selling our own products. Sold a couple of them, just shut some of them down. And we went 100% full-time as email marketers, marketing other people's products, and we've never looked back. So now, I want to fast forward to January 13th, 2012. And I want to tell you the story of how we won the coolest car on the planet. So there's a new company launching their new product, which sold website hosting, and we had spent the previous year building a list in this niche. So when the new hosting company decided to launch, we were in the right place at the right time, and we were ready. Now, what these companies do is when they first start is they'll put on what's called a launch contest, which is basically they just offer bonuses and prizes to affiliates like us and you to send emails out promoting their new product. And this company was offering over $30,000 in cash bonuses to get affiliates to promote their product. And then the company offered a bonus prize to the affiliate that sent the most clicks and the most sales in the first 30 days, which was a Bentley Continental GT. Now, at the time, this was the biggest affiliate prize that had ever been offered, and it just so happened to be my long time dream car. I mean, from the second this thing came out, I was in love with this car. It's perfect. It's all handmade. It's hand stitched. It's got 600 horsepower. I mean, it is just a piece of art on wheels. The problem is that the car is over $200,000 brand new, and even if you want one that's pre-owned, it's still $100,000. And in Texas, well, we're pretty grounded people, so spending that much money on a car is just silly. So we just don't do that. But this company was offering the Bentley as a sales prize. Well, now that's a different story. So the first day comes around for the contest. It's February 1st, 2012, and we came out guns blazing. We sent over 10,000 visitors that day, sold over 200 accounts, earned $20,000 in commissions, and plus we won a $1,000 bonus for having the most sales for that day, and we started off with a very nice lead on everyone else for the Bentley. So day 2, same thing. Day 3, day 4 was a 30-day contest, or actually a 28-day contest because it was February. We sent out our emails every day and we just kept rolling. So, in fact, on the 17th of the month, my family and I, we actually went skiing in Telluride for a week, which further illustrates the power of email marketing because it can be done from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter what you're doing. If you have a computer or just a phone with internet connection, then you can do this. So anyway, fast forward to the end of the month, February 29th, 2012, leap year. I'm probably the only one that knows that. And we had sent over 400,000 visitors, had earned over $120,000 in commissions, and yes, we won the Bentley Continental GT. My friend and partner and I were actually playing golf in Arizona, and we were on the 9th tee box of the TPC in Scottsdale, and got the call that said we had won. And if you've ever watched the show, the game show, The Price is Right, and you see people on there that are just losing their minds when they win a regular car, imagine how excited we were to win a $160,000 Bentley Continental GT. The owner was so happy that he sent the car down to us here on a truck from Ohio, and he even paid the taxes on it. I literally paid $56 for the license plates, and it's sitting in my garage right now. So if you want to see what a free Bentley Continental GT looks like being delivered to you, here's the video of it actually being delivered on the truck. All right, well, I'll play that later for you then. Okay, obviously a very nice, it's a nice video. So in the end, not only did we make a ton of money and win the dream car, the Bentley Continental GT, but it literally still only took less than 30 minutes a day. But the Bentley is not the end of the story because it's not the only car that we've won. I also have a brand new Maserati that is paid for by one of the companies that we send email for. And we won it all because of sending emails. Because once the list is built, it takes very little time to compose an email, push the send button, and there's no better business in the world. Yes, it's not, technically it's just paid for by somebody else. It's paid for by ClickFunnels, but still the point is the same. It's a free car that we got just from sending emails. Now, a small side note. We're from Houston, Texas. Last year, Hurricane Harvey hit and just devastated the entire area. We actually had 62 inches of rain in 4 days. It was a huge disaster, flooding everywhere. But even while all that was going on, still able to send my emails out every day and still make money every day. Now, I'm not bragging about that. I'm just saying that it's possible, even in the worst of situations, to still make money. I was literally sitting in one of my houses, the electricity was completely off, so no internet, no Wi-Fi. All I had was my phone using just the data plan, and I was still able to send my emails out every day. Here's a shot of me, right here. This was actually just a couple weeks ago. on the beach at the W in South Beach, sending my emails from the phone. I could have sat in the hotel and done it and sent them out, but I thought it would just be much nicer sitting on the beach, and it was. I sat there on my phone. It took me about 30 or 40 minutes to send out all my emails for the day, and I was done. But the point is that if you have enough of an internet connection or a phone to be on this webinar right now, if you can hear me talking, then you have everything that it takes to be successful here. But that being said, I want you to know this isn't for everyone. This isn't some fly-by-night program that's going to promise you everything and give you nothing. It's not some type of get-rich-quick scheme either. This is a real business that allows you to be location independent, in charge of your own schedule, and allows you to spend as much time with your family as you want. But on top of this, it'll work well into your retirement. This is working for people every day, and I'm here to show you how it can work for you too. So how does that sound so far? Okay, if you're with me so far, do me a favor, and once again, type a 9 into the comments bar so I can see who's actually following along, make sure I haven't put you to sleep yet. Okay, James, Eric, Madison, Kathy, Mona. Wow, that's a lot of them. Okay, so I definitely see you're into this and excited, which is great because this is exciting stuff. So let me ask you a question. Let's talk about longevity. So how long do you think this is gonna last? And let me ask you this: do you think that any time in the next 5 years, 20 years, or ever, that there'll ever come a time that we actually won't still be using email? Of course not. We're going to be using email in some kind of form forever. So let's just look at some of the stats. So Facebook, they have 1.5 billion monthly users, maybe 2 billion, and obviously that's very impressive. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, hundreds of millions of users. But right now, there are over 4.3 billion email addresses in the world, and over 191 billion emails are sent every single day. That's 150 million emails a minute. Email is by far the undisputed king of them all, because 92% of all online adults use email every day, and it's 40 times more successful. It's proven at acquiring new clients than either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any other ones. The stats just go on. And while it might not get as much time in the limelight as Facebook and all the others, it has a far wider reach than all of the other social networks combined. And I think we can agree, and like I said before, that no matter what else happens in the online advertising space, the email is never going to go away. Not in our lifetime. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, in some shape or form, we're still going to be using email every single day. And that's why right now is the perfect time to get started with your email marketing business. So if we can agree that email marketing rocks, which it does, then what do we need to do to actually make money? So there are 3 key points that I'll go over with you today. And secret number 1 is why most people fail at trying to build an email marketing business on their own. Secret number 2 is the math and how to use it to your advantage. And secret number 3 is how to get started without paying $200,000 in franchise fees. So let's get started with number 1, which is why most people fail at trying to build an email marketing business on their own. So we've all heard the saying that the money is in the list, and I'm telling you, it couldn't be more true. So what most people try to do is that they try to build the email list on their own. They create a bunch of weak lead magnets. They offer them to untargeted audience. They struggle to find out why their list never grows. And without a large list, it really becomes difficult to make money, as you only have a very limited number of people who can see the offers and promotions that you're sending out, right? So imagine if you just had a list with just 1,000 subscribers on it. So every time you send an email to that list, you're going to be lucky to get 50 clicks, maybe 60 clicks, which is just not enough to start making sales. I'll show you this in a minute. Another big reason why most people fail is that list building takes time. Now look, I don't know about you, but I know that when I started, I didn't have a year to start making money. I needed to start making money right now. And if you're like that too, if you need to start making money now, type the word now into the chat box. Yeah, there's a lot of people. We don't have years to wait. We don't want to wait a year to start making money. We want to start making money right now. So what happens to a lot of people is that they start out creating a web page with a form on it, and then they start sending traffic to that page to build their list. So let's just say you have a site built. And this is what a lot of different gurus teach, and I'm going to show you why it doesn't work. So you have your site built, you have your form, there's a form on there, and you pay to have visitors sent to your site. So let's just say you send 100 visitors to your site, and you pay 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents. We'll say 80 cents for each visitor to be sent to your site. It's about standard, sometimes higher, sometimes lower, but 80 cents is pretty standard. So you have your site, you're going to send 100 visitors to your site, and you pay 80 cents for each one to be sent. So if 40% of those visitors enter their information into the form, you now have 40 subscribers, right? But you paid $80 for those 40 subscribers, which means that for every subscriber on your list, you paid $2. So if you want to build a list of 1,000 subscribers, it's going to cost you $2,000 before you really start making any money. And like I said before, if you only have a list of 1,000 subscribers and generate 50 clicks to the offer, you might make $20, $30, $40 a day. But what I'm saying is that's going to take you a long time to get your $2,000 back, right? But we don't do it that way. We don't bother with the forms and sending visitors to our pages. We don't want to pay for traffic, right? We're not looking to pay for visitors to go to our website. We want subscribers on our list. So why pay for visitors to your website or any advertising when you can just skip all that and just pay for subscribers? I'm not talking about buying some disc or some list off the internet of 1 million people on it. That's crazy. Don't ever do it. It's never in a million years going to work. But what I'm talking about is only paying for results. If you send 100 visitors to your page with a form on it and only 40 people subscribe to your list, you just wasted money on sending 60 people to your site that did nothing. We don't do that. We get real subscribers added directly to our lists every day in real time, but we only pay for results. We only want the subscribers, right? So that's all we pay for, and at a fraction of the cost that it would take you to build the list yourself. We don't pay $2 for each subscriber. We pay about 40 cents, sometimes 45 cents, but on average about 40 cents, which makes the math work in your favor. And as a member, when you join us, as a member of our team, we're going to give you our exact source for buying good quality email subscribers in any niche you want. If you want to send emails about make more money or diet weight loss or skincare, education, MLM, e-commerce, almost any niche you can think of, you can actually buy subscribers in real time that you can instantly load into your email mailing system and start mailing from day one. That's what we do. That's what we offer here with Instant Email Empire. We take you by the hand. We give you the exact same tools that we use every day. We give you the exact same sources that we use for subscribers, everything. Subscribers cost too much money for the average person to generate on their own. And that's the number one reason why 98% of the people that try to start an email marketing business don't make it. And I'd be willing to bet that there's not another guru out there anywhere that's going to tell you that. And most of all, it's not because they're being mean, it's because they don't know. On the other hand, I wrote an entire book on this one subject. And that one tip alone is worth $100,000. If all you do from this point on is figure out how to buy new good subscribers versus trying to generate them on your own, you're going to be miles ahead of everyone else. But you do have to be careful. You have to use the right sources. There's a bunch of people out there that'll sell you lists, but you got to use the right sources, which we show you in the members area. We'll give you the exact same ones that we use every day. So now that you've seen why most people fail, let's move on to the second key point, which is the math and how to use it to your advantage. And this is the really fun part, because this is where you can actually see the true earnings potential of Instant Email Empire. Now, I want you to know that in college and high school, I hated math. At least in the beginning, I did. But then I started thinking about it a little bit different. Instead of just thinking about the numbers, I started thinking about them as dollars. And then it started to click for me. It just started to make more sense. So in this business, it's said that on average, you earn about $1 per month for each subscriber on your list. Sometimes it's a little less, but a dollar is about average. So like I said before, if it costs you $2 for each subscriber and you only make $1 each month, it's going to take a long time to get your money back, much less actually start to make any money. But we show you how to get as many subscribers as you want for about 40 cents each. So if you earn $1 a month from each subscriber and the subscribers only cost you 40 cents, you're in profit from day one. So how about some earnings screenshots? These are just some screenshots. I don't usually like showing these, but I think it's important for you to see what's possible here. Now, as a disclaimer, these results are not typical. We don't know each other yet. I don't know who you are. And while we do guarantee that if you follow our system exactly, that you will make money, but how much, as with anything, is completely up to you. So this first screenshot you can see, and it goes March, and these, and you can see these days are 1,400, 1,900, 3,500, 2,600, and these are the weekly totals: 14,000, 17,000, 19,000. These are all from ClickBank. Promoting other people's products. And this one screenshot shows $88,000 in 5 weeks. This is another screenshot, and with this one in 60 days, we earned $137,000. Here's a screenshot from an actual 1099 from PayPal showing just over $1 million, 89,000 in January, 94,000 in February, March 89,000, April 99,000, and so on. A little over $1 million for that year. And this one also shows daily sales that, it starts down here with $15,000 in one day, $11,000, almost $12,000 in one day, $8,000 in one day, $7,000 in one day. Well, you get the idea of how it works. And not to mention, of course, the cars. There's the Bentley and there's the Maserati. And that's my house that they're all sitting in front of right there. So with our system, what we do is we set up for you a complete email marketing system that's ready to go. We've actually already gone in, we've tweaked everything, we've set everything up with the sending domains, the tracking domains, the SPF, the DKIM, all of that stuff that nobody really knows what it does. But if you don't have it, then your chances of success are really, really small. We've been doing this for 20 years, so we know exactly what it takes to make it work. Then we do what nobody else in the world will do, and we give you real subscribers that you can start to send emails to from day one. We give them to you. It's part of the package. We don't want you to have to wait. We want you to get these subscribers right now, and we want you emailing from day one and making money from day one. And we're not talking about 100 subscribers or 500 subscribers. That may sound good, but in reality, just doesn't give you enough to make any money. You team up with us, we're going to give you 5,000 subscribers that you can start emailing right away. And just as I showed you before, that's at least a $10,000 value. And even from our sources, it's $2,500 value or $2,000 value. Then I'm going to show you exactly what products to promote to make the most money. And then I'm going to give you the exact tested and proven email creative swipes. I'm going to give you the emails that you actually will send to your list so that you can start generating clicks and, more important, start generating cash right away. Now, I don't know about you, but I hate writing emails because it's hard. It's hard to write an email. There's courses out there only on how to write emails. It's hard to write an email that will actually get the reader to click on the link, which is why we give you over 100 proven emails, the same exact emails that we use every single day to generate clicks. You just copy and paste them into the system. It's very simple. And then I'm going to take you by the hand and walk you through every step slowly so that you can start sending emails and making money immediately. This training is actually the exact training that I put together for my own 2 kids so that they could start their email marketing businesses. You'll literally watch over my shoulder as I teach them. And when I say right now, I mean now. Okay? You're going to get a fully ready to go cash generating machine that you can plug into and watch the earnings start to flow. So are you with me? Does that sound like something that you'd like to start today and watch the cash start to pile up in your bank account? Because if it is, then let's do this. Type yes into the comments bar. I want to see, that you're still with me. All right. Yes. Okay. Ben's in. Jeremy, Margaret, Lisa, Ed, Jack. Okay. Good. So I see you guys are following me. I see you guys aren't bored yet, so I'm going to keep going. But we go even further with Instant Email Empire, and we give you the strategies and procedures that make you and your business bulletproof. Now, we actually give you access to a completely private email server company that ensures that your emails get delivered and get into the inbox. Now, the reason that I know it's completely private is because we own it. The best part of that is that we'll never shut your account down like a lot of companies will. As long as you don't advertise anything illegal or hate speech or porn or anything stupid, your account's not going to be terminated. And I cannot stress how important this is. So if I just said on here today, I'm going to give you a list of 5,000 subscribers right now, what would you do with them? You could go to MailChimp, you could go to Constant Contact, Aweber, pick any one of them, and you could try to import your list in, but they're not going to let you do it. Or they might let you do it, and then you're going to send an email and they're going to shut your account down. They're going to tell you it's because they don't know the quality of your list, that they have to reject it to protect their whole network. But that's not the real reason. The real reason is because their entire business model is based on smaller customers. Customers like your local gym or your veterinarian that send out 1 or 2 promotions a month, because that's the customers they want paying them, because it keeps their costs down. It costs money for the emails to actually be sent. So if they get a whole bunch of customers that don't send out very much email, it keeps their costs down. They make more money. But if you want to send out 5,000 emails 3 to 5 times a day, like what we're going to teach you to do, you are not what they want. And for the record, no, this is not spam. It's fully compliant, opt-in based email. We sent 20 billion emails, over 20 billion emails over the years, and every single one of them was canned spam compliant, and none of it was spam. People want the information that we're sending to them. So I've known a bunch of email marketers who have had their entire businesses ruined because their email accounts got shut down, because it happened to me too. I had an account one time, had over 80,000 subscribers in it. We had spent 18 months building this list and emailing it every single day. The list was doing great. It was generating over $60,000 a month. And in one day, it was completely gone. Shut down by somebody who we had never met. We knew nothing about, they knew nothing about us. They knew nothing about our business, and we had no recourse. We couldn't do anything about it. All they would let us do was log in and export our list, and that's it. We couldn't mail anymore. We were just done. Now, imagine for a second how bad that would feel. You've built your business, everything's going, you're rocking and rolling, making a couple $1,000s a day, and poof, it's gone because somebody somewhere that you had no control over decided to turn it off. So I did what anybody else would do. I took the list. I got a brand new account with a new company, just like the other ones. Tried to import it so I could go back to mailing, and nope, they wouldn't allow the import. I could prove beyond a shadow of a doubt exactly how the list was generated, the forms, everything, and show them everything of how it was done, show that we own them, and still they wouldn't let me do it. They don't want emailers like that. And so I'm like, okay, fine. I'll build my own system. If you can build a system like that, I'll go right around you and I'll build the system myself. Now, luckily for us, we'd seen the same thing happen to a couple of friends of ours, and we had already begun working with a server company that I could move my subscribers over to so that we could keep sending our emails. But the access that you get to this private email server company, my email server company, is impossible to find anywhere else. We only offer it to our students and our partners. And with Instant Email Empire, you're getting the absolute best in deliverability, in security, in making sure that your business is bulletproof, because this is the same exact system that we use every single day. If it works for us, it'll work for you. The point is this. There are a lot of companies and gurus out there that will say that you can do this and say that you can do that, but you just can't in reality. If you don't know what server company to use, that will allow you to import all of your subscribers and start to mail them every day, and you don't know how to set it up and manage it properly, then your chances of success are very slim. You might make a little bit of money here and there, but if you want a real sustainable business, growing email business, then this is not only the best place to be, it's the only place for you to be. That's why we do all of that for you. We set everything up. We actually import your list for you and actually send out the first email for you just to make sure that it's all working. So all you have to do is follow the steps and you're up and running. It'd be like if we were a valet at a restaurant and we pull up in the car's already running, it's already ready to go. We open the door, get out, you get in and drive the car off. That's exactly what we do. We set everything up. We run we run the first email. So all you have to do is just step in, push the gas, and start going. Nobody else is going to give this to you. Nobody else is going to do it for you, because most of the gurus out there, unfortunately, they don't have no idea how to do it themselves. So I always ask this question because, I love the responses I get just based on the training that we've done just so far, but just by show of hands, which obviously I can't see your hands, but how many of you actually think that if you bought a $20 book or a $50 program on email marketing, that they're going to actually show you how to do all of this, much less actually do it all for you? No, of course not. It's just not going to happen. So let's dream a little bit, okay? Let's talk about how much money you want to make. This isn't about me. This is about you. How much money would it take to make a real difference in your life? Would it be $1,000, $5,000, $100,000, more? Great. So go ahead and hit me with it. Type your numbers in the comments bar now. How much do you want to make from your email marketing business? Some people it takes $1,000. Some people $200 a week would make such a big difference. It's all up to you. Okay. So let's see. Jim says $1,000 a week. Jennifer, $250,000 a year. Bob, $1 million. Okay. Zach, $10,000 a month. Anna, $20,000 a month. Okay. So now we're really getting it going, okay? So the best part of it is that all of those are truly possible. Of course, it takes time and effort, but all of those goals are absolutely achievable. It doesn't start off there, but you're making money all the way, so why, you would never stop. So think about how different your life is going to be and what you would do with an extra $1,000 a month or an extra $5,000 a month. What are you going to do with it? Pay off the bills? Take a vacation, pay the credit cards down, buy a new car, buy a new house, save for college or retirement. All of that is possible with Instant Email Empire. So let's talk about how do you actually make money in email marketing. And there are 4 main ways for you to make money in email marketing. The first is called rev share, which basically means that you get a percentage of the sale of the products that you're promoting. So there's a lot of networks out there that you can join and sell revenue share products. And I showed you some of the screenshots earlier. ClickBank, ClickBetter, JVZoo. There's a lot of them. And there's a lot of the full details on all of those are in the members area. We'll show you how to actually set everything up, how to actually choose an offer and how to get your account set up and how to do everything. But just as an example of a rev share product, let's say that you pick an offer that'll pay you a $50 commission each time you sell a product. So you set everything up and you send 500 clicks. Let's just say 500 clicks, okay? If you get a 1% conversion rate, you'd have 5 sales and you made $250, which is not bad for about 10 minutes worth of work. And if you got a 2% conversion rate, you'd make $500, which is $15,000 a month if you extrapolate it out. The problem is like I said before, is that if you have 1,000 people on your list, at best you're going to generate 50 to 75 clicks a day. And who wants to send an email 3 days in a row to try to get one sale? No. That's why we start you off with 5,000 subscribers so that you can start making money immediately. Okay? Second way to make money in email marketing is one of my favorites, called cost per action, which is CPA for short. Also, there's a bunch of CPA networks out there. Max Bounty, Commission Junction, Offer Blueprint. There's a lot of them. And again, this is all detailed very heavily in the members area. And with CPA, the way it works is you get paid when somebody completes an action, whether a sale is actually made or not. And some of my favorite ones are email submits and zip code submits, where they're going to pay you $1 or $1.20 when somebody just enters their zip code or their email into a form. So what you do is you have your mailing system set up, you copy the email wording from their system, you load it in to our system or to your system, just the way we're going to show you to. You send an email out to your list, and every time someone clicks on the link and enters just their zip code in or their email address into the form, you get paid. Now, how awesome is that? Doesn't even matter if a sale is made, you still get paid. Now, the third way to make money in email marketing is starting your own product or service and selling that. And if you're already in an opportunity or an MLM or Mobi or one of those other companies, you could just begin advertising that program to the subscribers that we give you right away. And I know a lot of you on here today have been sent by your sponsor to get your email system set up so that you can start marketing right away. And we can certainly do that. Plus, if you ever wanted to create your own product or your own e-commerce site in the future, or already have one, you could use Instant Email Empire to start sending email and start sending visitors to your site right away and start making money. This one is a little bit more advanced because it takes a little more time to accomplish. So we recommend kind of waiting on that unless you have something already in place. But still, we do show you how to do that. And the fourth way to make money with your email business is actually the one that we're going to recommend that you start with, and that is cost per click advertising, which is basically you're going to sell clicks and traffic. It means that you sell the clicks that you're generating from your emails to people who want them. There are multiple click traffic marketplaces out there, and we're going to show you all of them. You can sell your clicks, you can generate sales, you can generate cash right away. We're going to hook you up with all of those. And it's a great way to start, and what we recommend because it gets you the quickest earnings coming in immediately. So what we do is we're going to show you in each of these different broker companies how to create a profile. We'll show you exactly what to say. You just copy and paste exactly what we're telling you to do. You'll set it up. You'll tell customers how many clicks you can send each day, and we'll tell you that too. We'll tell what price that you'll sell them for. And if those customers are looking for visitors, they purchase them from you direct, and you get paid immediately to your PayPal. They're going to give you the link to send clicks to, and we'll show you how to enter it into your system so you can send your email and you make money every day. So I want to show you an example of my son's first campaign. Okay. So we created a brand new account with one of the marketplaces, and we priced the clicks at 35 cents each, which is pretty cheap. But, in these marketplaces, they go from, 35 cents to 75 cents on average. You can price them anywhere you want, but we priced them at 35 cents because we wanted to get fast order. We want to get that immediate money. So I also set him up with a brand new server account, the exact same thing that you're going to get, that you're going to receive, because I wanted to make sure that in this example that we're not doing anything that you won't be able to do from day one. It's the exact same thing. Same type of list that we give you, same type of emails being sent, the same server, the same exact way to set up your campaigns, everything. Okay? In the first 3 days, we sold 1,184 clicks for a total of $414 sent directly to his PayPal. He sold 634 clicks, made $221 in the first 12 hours. Now, mind you, this is a brand new account, brand new everything. This is a brand new account here. It's a brand new mailing account, everything. Okay. First 3 days, $414. Okay. It's a brand new account, and that's $138 a day an average. And it averages over $4,000 in just the first month. And this is immediate money on a brand new account sent directly to his PayPal, right? So this is fine, but this is only one part of it. So he sold 1,200 clicks. So now what? How does he fill the orders? Well, when the customer places the order, he actually gives you the exact link to send all the visitors to. So all my son had to do was load that link into the system, send out his emails, and he fulfilled all of those orders in 3 days. Actually, it took just a little more than 3 days, but it was right at, 3 days in one email. So as you can see, this is a very profitable way for you to make money from your daily emails. You can set it up, and you'll have orders coming in every single day. And look, I know I've said it 3 times, 4 times before. I'm going to say it again. This is exactly the same thing that you're going to get. These examples are with a brand new server, a brand new list. Everything is exactly the same way that you have it. And this is before you add any new subscribers, and you build it up over time, and it takes less than 20 minutes a day to run those emails. No matter what your goal is financially, I'm going to tell you it's completely achievable with Instant Email Empire. So does this sound like something that you would want to do? If you could make this work, does it sound like something you'd want to do? If so, then type yes into the comment section. Of course. It's easy. I mean, it's not easy, but it is simple once you learn how to do it. So Amber says yes. Jason's in. Carl, Trevor, Jamie, Jack. Okay, Jack, I appreciate your your typing on each one of these. So I'm seeing a lot of people, who are ready. So now let's go over the final point. How to get started without paying $200,000 in franchise fees. Now look, the dream of owning a business and having the freedom to be your own boss is a dream that I think we've all had, or we all have. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on this webinar to begin with. And the best way to get started is to follow what we call the franchise model, which simply means finding a formula that is already established and working, and then just follow that formula. Now think about a McDonald's franchise, right? So why does that work? It's because they've already developed the system over the years to make sure that everything they do and everything they teach is the same no matter where it is in the world. So that the results are the same no matter where you go. Big Mac tastes the same in Texas as it does in New York, as it does in California, as it does in Hong Kong. It works because the system works. It's not dependent on the people. It's dependent on the system. Like the great Tony Robbins says, find a business that's successful and model yours to work on the same strategy. Now, this doesn't mean to go out and copy a business verbatim. It means to simply copy the structure and the strategy used. The problem with a franchise, though, is that it costs a lot of money to start one. You want to start a McDonald's? That's a couple $1 million. You want to start a Chick-fil-A? That's a couple $1 million. Typically, upwards of $200,000 just in franchise fees. And then you got real estate and leasing and build outs. And this creates a huge gap in the population because very people can actually afford to do that. But at Instant Email Empire, we give you the ability to start your own email marketing business at a fraction of the price that any other business would cost. We take you by the hand and show you the right way to build an email marketing business, just like we do, just like we still do every single day. If you have no technical skills, that's completely fine because we set everything up for you. We give you access to our server company. We give you 5,000 subscribers to start, and we show you what products to promote and how to sell clicks. We give you all of the email templates. We give you all of the email swipes that you need and show you step by step how to run daily email campaigns that generate money for you every day. And after that, all that's left to do is to scale your business. This is about as turnkey as it gets. It's as close as you're ever going to get to an email marketing franchise. I wish we could call it a franchise, but we can't. But like I said, this is as close as you're ever going to get to an email marketing franchise. We give you the unique ability to actually make money from day one because we give you 5,000 subscribers. And like I showed you before, most people generate subscribers on their own. They pay at least $2 for each one. So that means just that part alone is $10,000. But the best of all, one of the best parts about the business is it takes about 20 minutes a day to run. And even as your list grows from 10,000 or 5,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 to 50,000, even 100,000 list subscribers or more, the total time commitment doesn't go up. It still takes the same amount of time to write an email and push send, whether it's going out to 20,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter. It's because it uses the power of automation. So let me show you actually how long it takes to send out an email. Okay, so I'm going to click over here to the clock. Okay. And then I'm going to click over here and I'm going to show you the actual campaigns that we run. So I'm going to start the clock here. Okay, so it's running. And I'm going to go over here, and this is what the system looks like once it's actually all set up for you. And you can see all of these campaigns in here are actually run. So I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom and choose this one. Okay, so you'll actually just scroll across and you click copy. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. These are all set up in here already for you. Okay, you click save and next. Okay, all of this is going to be set up for you. And even if it's not, it's very simple just to copy and paste and get it done. Okay, it's very simple. It's very straightforward. Okay, so here it is. Okay, let me let it pull up. Okay, there's the actual confirmation. The actual email that comes up. And if you click on each one of these, you can actually see the link that it goes to. Okay, that's the link that we get paid on. And then you click Save and Next, and it pulls up, and all you have to do is click Send Campaign. Okay, now it's working, it's getting done, it's scrolling through, and then it's going to send it. Okay, that's it. It's done. It's ready to send. Okay, look, took a minute and 11 seconds, and it's all done. It's all ready to go. Okay, so as you can see, okay, you can see the potential with this, right? You can see that if you can get everything set up and you can send 3 or 4 emails a day, I say it's going to take 20 minutes because you'll actually have to copy and paste the stuff over there. But once they're actually in there, it's very simple, and you can run an email in a minute. But even if it takes 15 to 20 minutes a day, but you're making money every single day, then you can continue to scale. You add more subscribers in, the more subscribers you have, the more money you make, okay? So if you can see the potential with this, imagine what your life would be like if you could make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year just working less than an hour each day, right? So once it's set up, you can send emails out every day to generate 4 passive income streams. First, like I said before, the percentage of sales. Second, the cost per action. Third, you can sell your own products. And fourth, we're going to show you how to sell clicks. Now, we also make sure that we do all of the compliance and all the privacy regulations to make sure that there's never an issue. And maybe most importantly, we provide one-on-one private mentorship for your business, and whether either myself or one of my associates will communicate with you directly to ensure you're successful in making money every day. Now, we're the only ones anywhere that will actually guarantee that if you follow all of the steps and you send your emails out every day, that you will absolutely make money. There's no doubt that you're going to make money. The only question is how much, and that is completely up to you. So can you see the potential with this? Just imagine what your life's going to be when you can make hundreds of thousands a year working less than an hour each day. So let's take a recap, okay? Let's just kind of go over what we've already covered. So we covered why most people fail at trying to build their own email marketing business. We've gone through the math and how to use it to your advantage. And we've also gone through how to get started for less than $200,000. You don't want to have to do that, okay? So now that you guys can see the power of Instant Email Empire has to offer, is it okay with you if I actually take a few minutes and share with you what we've actually put together, the offer that we've put together for you? Okay? If you're excited to see how to get started today, I want you to put "I'm ready" in the Q&A box. Okay? All right, Julia's ready. Rex is ready. Tommy, wow, a bunch of them coming in. Awesome. Okay, so I'm so glad you guys have made the choice to invest in yourselves, and we're going to go into that in just a second. And remember, one of you is about to win $250 prize at the end. Okay, so most people in this world live paycheck to paycheck. Every couple of weeks they get paid. They pay their fixed costs like the rent and the food, and then there's usually some money left over somewhere, right? And we call that disposable income. And most people, just like most of us, are going to blow that every single month. If they have an extra $500 or $1,000 in disposable income, they're going to spend it all until it's gone. They might spend it on movies or ice cream or stuff for their car or travel or, but whatever it is, it's all short-term pleasures that are gone in an instant. But the cool thing is that money has a tendency to replenish itself, right? Every month, boom, there's another $500 or $1,000 in disposable income that they can spend. And most people, like I said, spend that cash on things that don't really add value to their lives in a meaningful way. And what we want you to do, and what we want to do, is help those people to help you invest that money into something valuable that will actually move you toward one of your goals. Because old habits are really hard to break. I could leave this webinar right now and go enjoy the rest of my day. I'm already successful. I'm running email campaigns every single day, and it's already working for me, okay? But this isn't about me. This is about you. And if you leave now, you might think, okay, yeah, I've learned a lot of cool stuff, but my guess is that by tomorrow or the next day that you'll have slipped right back into your normal routines. That alarm clock's going to go off. You're going to get up. You'll fight the traffic, go to your job, right? Am I right? You just do what you've always done because that's what most people do. But because I want to be your coach, your friend, your mentor, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you go back to your old habits. I'm going to make sure you're successful by breaking those habits and replacing them with new ones. If you want real, lasting change, you need repeated exposure and training on the full system. And that's what you're going to get when you join us today. Now look, I have a workout trainer that I work out with 3 to 4 times a week. Yes, I have a trainer. My friends mess with me all the time about it. And I tell them, look, it's not because I'm vain or because I care about any of that, but it's because I'm lazy. I would much rather, just like most people, I would much rather do anything than go to the gym. But I need that accountability. I need that person there at the gym that I'm accountable to, because without his being there, I wouldn't go. I just wouldn't do it. And his favorite saying, I'll tell you right now, is you can have excuses or you can have results, but not both. That's what I want to be for you in this business. You might be thinking to yourself that you can't get started because you don't have the skill set, you don't have what it takes. And to that I say, hell no. You do have what it takes. Just the fact that you've been on this webinar for this long, and a lot of people have already dropped off, but just the fact that you've been on this webinar this long proves to me that you have what it takes. There's a reason why we make this training, this initial training in this webinar, a little long. There's a reason why we do everything. Because if you can't get through this webinar training, then what are the odds that you're actually going to follow through once you get into the members area? There's a reason we have a 100% success rate. It's because if you're willing to commit to us, we will fully commit to you and we will not let you fail. You don't have to be the best to get started. You just have to get in the game. Now, just know that we have ordinary people just like you from all walks of life that have acted on this and have had massive success. So if you're ready to build, just know that we have ordinary people just like you from all walks of life that have acted on this and have had massive success. Now, if you're ready to build and scale your email marketing business, I'd like to invite you to join us here at Instant Email Empire. Here's what you're going to get. First, you're going to get a fully working and seasoned bulletproof email server that you can email up to 100,000 emails every day, which that alone would be $1,000 a month. So that's a $12,000 a year value, but we'll call it $1,000. Okay. We then give you 5,000 subscribers to start, so that as soon as you get it all set up, as soon as it's all set up for you, you can start generating clicks and sales immediately. Those subscribers are worth at least $7,500. We then give you over 100 tested and true email templates, the same ones that we use every day, which is another $1,000 value that comes to a total value of $9,500. Now, when we first created this program, I did it for my son, I did it for my daughter, and then a few select, some of our friends. So when we decided to let a few other partners join the team, I had 2 choices. I could go as cheap as possible and try to sell it to as many people as I could. But with the number of new subscribers that we give to every single person, it would have been really difficult, if not impossible, to keep the quality high. And in the end, it just wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have incentivized me to really stack the value. So think about it. I mean, if we let everybody in, if we let hundreds of thousands or thousands of people in, we'd have to drop the number of subscribers we give everybody to 1,000 or 500 or 100 or even lower. And as I showed you earlier, it just doesn't work. So my second choice was that I could require a little higher investment, but in exchange, we not only keep the quality really high, but I can personally devote more resources and time to practically guarantee your success. But as you can imagine, unfortunately, this also means that we can only offer 17 spots to the first 17 people who decide to take action and take us up on the offer. And there are almost 700 people in this webinar right now. Look, I'd love to offer 100 of you or more this ready to go business, but to ensure the quality of the system and success for our members, I can only take on 17 new partners today. Now, this system normally sells for $2,997 on our website. But because you spent your valuable time with me here today, I want to give real action takers the opportunity to join for just $297 today, which also includes your first 30 days, your first full 30 days of mailing on the server. Then it's going to back down to just the regular server price each month, which is $197 a month. But you don't have to pay any of that till much later. Okay. Look, if you want to GetResponse or Aweber or MailChimp, the first thing, they're not going to let you do any of this, okay? Because they won't let you import any subscribers into the system. And even if they did, then they're going to charge you at least $200, $225 a month just for the pleasure of being on their system. And they're certainly not going to give you any subscribers or train you on how to do any of this, and nobody else will. We give you everything, including the subscribers and all the training, for less than what they're charging for just the emailing part. But I'll make it even better, okay? Because I truly want you to succeed, I'm going to pump up the value and throw in my step-by-step email training. Look, there are over 20 hours of training that walk you through everything you need to know in the back office. And to get this in-depth training anywhere else, even if somebody knew what they were doing and what to teach, would easily cost you another $10,000. Plus, as a second bonus, you'll receive a private one-on-one mentorship to ensure your success. We're going to assign you a coach that you're going to be accountable to. Okay, we have a very serious program we call the Leave No Member Behind program, meaning that if you're following the training, you're sending your emails every day, you're doing what we show you how to do, that we will not let you fail. You cannot get this type of support anywhere else. And just this part alone, I mean, imagine, having somebody just stand there and hold your hand and make sure, that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You couldn't get that anywhere else. Easily, that alone is worth $5,000, but it's yours free for joining today. So let's recap and go through again what you're going to get, okay? First, you're going to get a fully working, seasoned, bulletproof email server. You can email up to 100,000 subscribers a day, so even as your business grows, you won't have to increase your server size. And that's $1,000 a month value. You're going to get 5,000 free subscribers ready to go, ready to email from day one, which is a $7,500 value. You're going to get our tested and true, the same exact email templates that we use every day, which is a $1,000 value. And then I'm going to give you over 20 hours of in-depth, step-by-step email marketing training, which is a $10,000 value. And then we're going to assign you a coach that you're going to be accountable to for that private one-on-one mentorship where we take you by the hand and we make sure that everything is going correctly, which is at least another $5,000 value. So it has a total combined value of $24,500. So let me ask you this. Okay? What's the worst that can happen? If all this system did was just give you a successful email marketing business today that was making you money, would it be worth it? Yeah, it would be. Type yes in the comment box if you think, yeah. If all this did was give you a successful email marketing business today, would it be worth it? Yes. And if all this did was just give you 5,000 subscribers, would it be worth it? Yeah. I mean, we've proven above that 5,000 subscribers is going to cost you $5,000 or $10,000, $7,500. It's gonna cost you a lot more than $297. I can guarantee it. Okay. So if all this did was give you 5,000 subscribers, would it be worth it? Yeah. Type yes in the comment box. And if all this system did was give you the time and the financial freedom in your life to spend your time the way you want, would it be worth it? I think, yeah, of course it would. If you take action now, I'll give you the opportunity to get started for a one-time payment of just $297, which also includes your first 30 days of mailing on the server. And after that, you'll just pay your server costs each month, which is $197. And you can get started right now by going to the link that's on the page, instantemailemempire.com/order. Okay. Now look, the way I see it, you have two choices. Okay. Your first option is to do nothing, not take this leap of faith, Stay exactly where you are. Okay. But when that alarm clock goes off tomorrow and you ask yourself, you'll know that there's a better way. Okay. Your second option is to pony up this tiny little investment compared to all the value you're going to get in return and just give it a shot. Okay. The real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've shown you today, will easily make you money every single day. So guys, take action today, okay? Go to the link and get started right now. But wait, I'm going to throw in one more thing just to kind of push it over the top. And if this offer wasn't amazing enough already, I have one last bonus, okay? For the first 10 people that join today, that join right now, I'm getting ready to open up the cart, okay? So for the first 10 people that join right now, I will include another 5,000 subscribers so that when you start off from day one, you get a total of 10,000 subscribers that you can start emailing and send an email to every single day. That's a value of over $7,500 just in and of itself. 99% of the email marketers out there never make it to 10,000 subscribers. And even if they do, it's going to take them years to do so. But you get to start with one right out of the gate. So let's recap, okay? So here's what you're going to get. Fully working and seasoned bulletproof email server that can email up to 100,000 subscribers a day so that you can continue to grow your business. You can continue to ramp up, okay, every day. At least $1,000 value. You're going to get 5,000 subscribers, which is a $7,500 value. You're going to get 100 tested and true email templates, the same exact emails that we send every day. You're going to get those. You're going to get 20 hours of email marketing training, which is worth at least $10,000. We're going to assign you a coach, and we're going to make sure that you're accountable with a private one-on-one mentorship. We're not going to let you fail. That's at least a $5,000 value. And then for the first 10 that join right now, you're going to get an additional 5,000 subscribers, which is another $7,500 value. The total value on the entire package is $31,000. But again, you have the chance now to get in for only $297. Now, here's a reality check. Right now, there are 618 people on this webinar. We're only taking the first 17 of you to sign up. So if you want in, then don't waste time. We can only take 17 members today, so don't delay. We give everybody 10,000 subscribers. We can't go more than that. That's 170,000 subscribers, okay? So we limit it to 17 members. If the 17 members that join today, we know you're going to be successful. So if you want to join, if you want to be successful, don't delay. So that's it. That's it for the training today, okay? But first of all, let's announce who the random winner is. I told you I was going to give $250 prize. So let's see. I'm going to scroll down the page here. There's still 561 people on there. Okay. So let's see. Just stop on one of the attendees. Today's winner. Okay. Today's winner is J. Kyle. Okay. I don't know if that's first name, last name. I don't know. Okay. J. Kyle from Vancouver. J. Kyle, congratulations. You just won $250. I'll have one of my people contact you after the webinar and get your PayPal and send you the money. We're going to send it to you today. Thank you for staying on. I want to thank all of you for your patience and for staying with me today on this training. Hope you learned a lot, and I look forward to working with you in the future. As always, if you have any questions, if you need more information, you can always contact me by clicking on any of the links below and we'll certainly answer you. So with that, I'd like to say thank you, and I'd like to say thank you and have a great rest of your day. Good day.